Yeet! Alright, chat. Today we are back with another YouTube video on the road to Wrestlemania. Today we are watching Wrestling Revival's video of why John Cena needs to win against Cody Rhodes. In my honest opinion, I think this match could go either way. A reason why I think that Cena should be, I'm kind of like on the brink of agreeing that Cena should beat Cody. I feel like if Cody beats Cena, the fans might turn on Cody. But Cody is the modern day John Cena, the ultimate babyface of what Triple H and the rest of the WWE wants to represent their company outside of Roman Reigns. But I digress. Let's get into the video. Yeet.
The prospect of Cody Rhodes losing his championship to John Cena at WrestleMania 41 is not just a matter of personal preference, but a logical direction that could significantly enhance WWE's storytelling, business prospects, and the overall prestige of the title. Cena, despite being in the twilight of his career, remains one of WWE's most iconic figures, and a championship victory at this stage would serve multiple purposes that extend beyond his personal accolades. It would create.
But a question I have though, Cena brought up part-timers. No, he told Roman like years back that he's a better part-timer than most guys are full-time. Cody mentioned that on Raw or SmackDown. And honestly, bro, I don't want to see another part-time champion. I want to see a guy who's there all the time, but I want to see Cena break the record of 17. But breaking it as a bad guy, that's gonna defeat all the morals and principles that Cena has stood on for the past 20 years.
Create a defining moment, elevate Cody in defeat, bring stability to WWE's main event scene, and leave a lasting impact on the industry. John Cena has long been the face of WWE, synonymous with mainstream appeal and crossover success. A championship victory at WrestleMania 41 would add yet another layer to his legendary career, reinforcing his legacy as one of the greatest of all time. While many might argue that Cena's time as a full-time competitor has passed, his presence remains an undeniable asset to WWE. A victory over Cody Rhodes would not only generate mainstream media attention, but also bring back casual fans who may have drifted away in recent years.
Facts. And if I might add, Cody Rhodes has only lost 2 times since he's been back in the WWE for the last 3 years. He's only lost to Roman Reigns. Singles competition. He's only lost to Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. But outside of that, Cody's win-loss ratio has been through the roof. And yeah, fans who hadn't watched the product and damn near so long, they're going to come back. Oh, Cena's the WWE champion yet again. Cena's the WWE champ. Gotta watch it. Gotta see. It's just going to bring, hopefully, it's going to bring more fans back. Guys who haven't probably watched the product in X amount of years, they have kids now. They can introduce their kids to the product. Hey man, John Cena used to be my childhood. Hey son, hey daughter, John Cena used to be my childhood hero when I was growing up. But now he's a bad guy. I want to see how this is going to turn out, such and such. That's building more storytelling and seeing how the kids can move and lean towards Cody Rhodes being a good guy.
Cena's influence stretches beyond the wrestling ring, and having him hold the championship once more would introduce a new level of excitement and prestige. Cody Rhodes, on the other hand, has enjoyed an incredible journey to the top, culminating in a championship victory that was a moment of triumph. However, championship reigns are often defined by the obstacles one faces and how they recover from defeat. A loss to Cena at WrestleMania 41 would serve as a critical chapter in Cody's career, providing him with the opportunity to showcase his resilience. WWE thrives on compelling stories of redemption, and a setback against Cena would only make Cody's eventual return to championship glory all the more satisfying.
And speaking on the redemption side, I don't know if a lot of you people have paid attention, but I compared Cody's road to redemption back to Mania 40, similar to Cena's road to redemption when he went against The Rock back-to-back years at WrestleMania 28 and WrestleMania 29. Yeah, he got his ass whooped by Rock at 28. He went through the ringer through Brock Lesnar and all these trials and tribulations and stuff like that. And ultimately, it led to him meeting The Rock at WrestleMania 29 and defeating that guy. Cody, on the other hand, went through trials and tribulations, lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39, went through the ringer with Brock Lesnar, trials and tribulations, then won the Royal Rumble, just like John Cena did, and met Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania 40 and won the WWE Championship. But let's move on.
Emotional investment in Cody's character would deepen, creating an even stronger connection with the audience. Furthermore, Cena's victory would pave the way for a fresh wave of challengers in the main event scene. While Cody has established himself as a formidable champion, WWE's championship picture benefits from variety and unpredictability. Cena's presence as champion would create intriguing matchups with emerging superstars who may not have otherwise received a title opportunity. The likes of LA Knight, Gunther, or even a returning megastar could benefit immensely from challenging and potentially defeating Cena. The championship scene should never feel stagnant, and Cena's win would inject new energy into the division. A Cena title reign, even if brief, would provide stability to WWE's storytelling. With his
And I want to pause on that right there. During Cody's reign, he's had some great wrestling matches. The one thing that I hate is that he can't detach himself from the bloodline. Cody Rhodes does not need to be attached to the bloodline. That's been like 2/3 of this title reign. Battling Solo Sikoa and the rest of the bloodline throughout the summer. Solo randomly attacking him. Cody in 6-man tag matches. That, and the third. Then Kevin Owens. Oh, that was chef kiss. But I just think that Cody's title reign shouldn't have been attached to the bloodline for the majority of it.
His extensive experience, promo skills, and ability to captivate an audience, Cena has proven time and again that he can carry the company in significant moments. While WWE continues to build its next generation of stars, having Cena as a transitional champion would allow for a smoother shift while maintaining strong ratings and fan interest. The company has relied on part-time champions before, and when utilized effectively, they can add tremendous value to the brand. Cena's...
And yet again, I hate a part-time champion. They come in, they do their job, they do what they're supposed to do, they draw tickets because they're not there, and so when they are there, it's a sight to see. But I'm tired of the part-time era, man.
Championship run could serve as the bridge to a new era, setting up a major moment when he eventually passes the torch. From a business standpoint, Cena holding the championship in 2025 would be a strategic move. WWE operates in an era where crossover appeal and mainstream attention are more critical than ever. Cena's Hollywood career, combined with his wrestling background, makes him an ideal champion for drawing in outside viewers. Media outlets that typically don't cover wrestling would take notice, and social media engagement would skyrocket. WWE has always recognized the importance of having a champion who can make headlines beyond the wrestling world, and Cena fits that mold perfectly. Merchandise sales, pay-per-view buys, and ticket sales would all see an increase with Cena as the champion. In addition, a victory for Cena would not necessarily diminish Cody's credibility. If anything, it could elevate him further. The key to professional wrestling is making losses meaningful. If Cody were to lose in a highly competitive, emotionally charged match, it would only add to his legend. The story of a hero facing adversity and overcoming setbacks is timeless.
Yeah, well, I lied. Cody lost 3 times since he's been back. He's lost to Roman, Drew, and Brock. But, yeah, damn, I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, the losses. They do define a person, and it builds character development in the WWE. Like I said, Cody's road to redemption from WrestleMania 39 up until WrestleMania 40, one of the best of all time compared to John's when John lost at 28 and went on to win at 29. Just stay along for the ride, because a loss can define somebody in the WWE, and it could draw the fans to you and make them push and push and push you. You seen what we did when Rock came back and said he wanted to face Roman. Fuck that. Get out of here. Cody's our guy. But I digress.
Cody has already demonstrated his ability to captivate audiences with his journey back to WWE and his rise to the championship. A loss at WrestleMania 41 would not be the end, but rather a necessary step in his continued evolution as a main event talent. Cena's experience and storytelling ability would also ensure that the match itself becomes an unforgettable spectacle. WrestleMania moments are built on emotion, legacy, and larger-than-life stakes. Cena has been part of numerous iconic WrestleMania matches, and his ability to deliver on the grandest stage is undeniable. A passing of the torch moment could still occur down the line, but in the immediate sense, a Cena win would shake up the landscape in a way that keeps fans invested. The unpredictability of Cena reclaiming the championship after years of focusing on Hollywood would create an undeniable buzz around the product. Another key reason Cena should win is that he represents the very essence of what it means to be a champion. His work ethic, dedication to the business, and ability to connect with fans make him a role model for the next generation. A championship...
But he's not a role model right now. He's a dipshit. He's the bad guy. He's probably the number one bad guy in the WWE right now.
Reign for Cena at this stage would reinforce the idea that the title represents excellence, determination, and perseverance. This would send a strong message to the locker room and the audience.
What? Rewind that.
Reign for Cena at the to connect with fans make him a role model for the next generation. A championship reign for Cena at this stage would reinforce the idea that the title represents excellence, determination, and perseverance. This would send a...
What the hell? Did you not see what John Cena did at Elimination Chamber? He sold his soul to the final boss. We're talking about perseverance and all this, that, and the third. No. He sold his soul to the final boss. John Cena became the ultimate sellout. He became an even bigger sellout than what Hulk Hogan was back in the 90s. We're not about to do that. We're not about to say that John Cena's title reign is going to represent this, that, and the third when he's clearly the bad guy. He didn't have to do that. Him and Cody Rhodes could have met in the middle of the ring, shook hands, and duked it out like normal men. But this has become a personal feud and a vendetta because of The Rock. Because Cena saw it out an easy way. Cena became a sellout. We're not gonna label Cena's next title reign all glorious and stuff like that, especially when he aligned himself with the final boss in The Rock. Nah.
Strong message to the locker room and the audience alike, reaffirming the championship's significance. WWE has often relied on established names to bring credibility to the championship, and Cena's victory would serve that purpose once more. Additionally, Cena's victory could be used to set up a major moment where he eventually loses the title to a rising star. If WWE is looking for a way to solidify an up-and-coming talent, having them defeat Cena would be a monumental achievement. Superstars such as Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, or another emerging name could benefit immensely from being the one to dethrone Cena. This approach has worked in the past, as seen with stars who have been made by beating legends at key moments. WWE needs to think long-term, and positioning Cena as the final boss for a future superstar could be a brilliant strategy.
Somebody will cash in Money in the Bank.
Thrives on spectacle, and a Cena championship win at Wrestlemania 41 would generate one of the biggest crowd reactions of the night. There is a nostalgia factor at play, as many fans who grew up watching Cena would relish the opportunity to see him hold the title once more. While nostalgia alone isn't enough to justify a title change, when combined with the business and storytelling implications, it makes perfect sense. WWE has always understood the value of using nostalgia strategically, and Cena's victory would be a perfect
to a certain
example of
degree.
this. From a marketing perspective,
Just don't bring back Hulk
WWE
Hogan.
would also have a tremendous opportunity to promote Cena's championship reign across multiple platforms. His presence in Hollywood, on talk shows, and in mainstream media interviews would bring unparalleled exposure to the brand.
But why though? John Cena's a bad guy. Why does he want to represent the company? I don't know.
WWE is constantly looking for ways to expand its audience, and leveraging Cena's star power would be an effective way to achieve that. The title should always be held by someone who can elevate its prestige, and Cena's mainstream appeal would do precisely that. A Cena victory could also lead to an intense rematch with Cody down the line, perhaps at SummerSlam or another major event. This would allow WWE to extend their feud and build anticipation for Cody's eventual triumph. Long-term storytelling is a crucial aspect of professional wrestling, and a Cena victory at WrestleMania 41 would provide WWE with multiple avenues for compelling narratives. Instead of giving Cody an uninterrupted dominant reign, injecting a moment of adversity would make his journey even more compelling. Furthermore, Cena winning the championship would serve as a reminder that anything can happen in WWE. Predictability is one of the biggest obstacles in professional wrestling, and shocking moments are what keep fans engaged. If Cena were to walk into WrestleMania 41 as the underdog and emerge victorious, it would send shockwaves throughout the wrestling world. Unexpected moments create buzz, and
well, to a certain degree, Cena is the underdog because he hasn't won a freaking singles match since I think 2018. So yeah, he won the Elimination Chamber. Shout out Seth Rollins, but Yeah, he hasn't won a singles match in quite some time. So yeah, I think Cena is the underdog heading into this match. Yeah.
And Cena's win would be a prime example of how WWE can still surprise its audience in meaningful ways. Against Cody Rhodes, this dynamic becomes even more powerful. Cody represents the opposite of what Cena has stood for in many ways.
What?
He fought to make a name for himself outside of WWE, proving his worth without the backing of the corporate machine. He took risks, betting on himself, and ultimately returned to WWE as a self-made star. Meanwhile, Cena has always been the company's chosen one. His rise to the top was WWE-backed, and while he undoubtedly worked hard, he had the machine fully behind him. This contrast creates a natural tension between them. Cena could argue that Cody is only beloved now because he left, that had he stayed, he would have been nothing more than another mid-carder lost in the shuffle. He could claim that Cody's story is based on a lie, that he was never held back, but simply wasn't good enough, which is why he left in the first place. He could say that Dusty would be ashamed of Cody for abandoning WWE, only to come crawling back when it suited him. This type of personal attack would cut deep, making the feud feel real and emotionally charged. Cody, on the other hand, could take the moral high ground. He could remind Cena that he was once the beacon of hope for fans.
He was.
But now, he has become bitter and jaded.
Yeah.
He could challenge Cena's integrity, questioning whether all the years of never give up were just a marketing ploy. The fans who once idolized Cena would be forced to choose between nostalgia and the present. The in-ring aspect of this match would be just as compelling. Cena and Cody have never had a proper high-stakes, one-on-one match, making this a fresh bout. Cena's wrestling ability has been underrated for years, as he proved time and time again that he could deliver in big matches.
Okay, that's another thing I want to touch on. John Cena is more so on the sports entertainment sides of things when it comes to professional wrestling, when in this case Cody Rhodes is more of a professional wrestler. But this match at WrestleMania 41, I feel like it's going to be a wrestling match. John Cena has proven time and time before they can get in with some of the best guys that can wrestle. AJ Styles being one, on the other hand, that brought out the wrestler in Cena. Yeah. So at Mania 41, I do expect Cena to wrestle. Not just be a sports entertainer, but be a freaking professional wrestler. But this match, I feel like, is going to have some elements of sports entertainment to it, though. Come on, man. Let's get it.
Meanwhile, Cody has become one of the best storytellers in the ring. Their styles would complement each other well, with Cena's power-based defense contrasting with Cody's more technical and high-flying elements. A heel Cena would wrestle differently than his traditional face version.
And one last thing, I do hope that Cena changes the AA back to the FU, just as a bit of nostalgia.
He could use more underhanded tactics, playing up his veteran status to outsmart Cody. Instead of relying on his usual crowd-popping comeback sequences, he could be more methodical, slowing the match down to taunt both Cody and the audience. He could use a more vicious in-ring style, perhaps incorporating a new finishing move or a submission hold to symbolize his new attitude. In conclusion, Cody Rhodes losing his championship to John Cena at WrestleMania 41 would be a decision that benefits WWE in multiple ways. It would create a historic moment, elevate Cody in the long run, introduce fresh challengers, stabilize the championship picture, and generate mainstream attention. Cena's victory would not be about taking the spotlight away from younger talent,
not at all,
but rather using his star power to enhance WWE's product. A well-executed loss can be more valuable than a victory, and for Cody, this could be the defining setback that propels him to even greater heights. WWE should embrace the opportunity to make history by crowning John Cena as champion once more at WrestleMania 41.
All right, chat. Very, very intriguing video from Wrestling Revival. Like I said, I do think Cena should beat Cody. About 50-50 split on it. But yeah, the next 30 plus days up until WrestleMania is going to be crazy. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, subscribe. The link to the original video will be down below. Catch y'all in the next one. Yeet.